Internet. Comic book girl named Teen here. It's post-Thanksgiving. Been gone for a little while. There's been a lot of stuff that's happened since I've been gone. We've crossed over into a wacky alternate timeline. I've been working on a show called Greater Creators. All right? Me and T-Bone, Team 19, we've embarked upon a mission to create 4 hours of content, 14 episodes of a show that we have developed and conceived, and now we're in the post-production stages of it. Half of it is totally done. The other half of it is totally not done. We got to finish the other half of it. And that is going to take us through the end of December. And then, once we're done with Greater Creators and delivering all 4 hours of this content that we've made in an extraordinary small amount of time, in my opinion, we will be back. We have got a lot of really exciting things planned. Chief among them, there's been a certain meme episode I've been talking about. I'm kind of glad that all of this has gotten in the way because it's given me more time to meditate in the dankest corners of the internet. And I have come up with some really great philosophies for you guys. A lot of things. I've learned a lot about myself through memes, and it's going to be a really live one. Also, another big thing, The Matrix. We just rewatched it on YouTube. I had it until you laughed. Totally threw me off.
You're doing a great job. Just keep going.
We watched 2 hours of a behind-the-scenes documentary. It changed my life. I think we've all gotten a little cynical about The Matrix. I think it's time for us to revisit The Matrix. We're planning on doing an epic review coming up soon of The Matrix and the whole franchise. I don't know exactly, okay, but it's going to be big. We're on to something big, okay? Because I think it's time, once again, to start questioning our reality a little bit more. So I think that a great way to do that is to review The Matrix. So that'll be really therapeutic for all of us because it's been a really wild year this year. It's been a lot of stuff. These things will be coming in 2017. Another thing. We have 3 M's, actually. It starts with the meme episode, we have the Matrix review, and then we also have, most importantly, a video on magical thinking. A lot of you guys have been hearing me talk about magic, I talk about in my Doctor Strange review, I was not, pleased with how they presented magic, and I have my own ideas about them, but I've never really shared what exactly my ideas are. I think a lot of people out there, they laugh when they hear the word magic, but it's only because you don't know what you're talking about here. I'm going to teach you guys about real magic, about what it's all about, because I know that right now also a lot of people feel, we got to embrace this year has been chaos. We have embraced this year of chaos, and we have to keep embracing the chaos more than ever. In this chaos, you may feel a little helpless, and real magic is something that can really help you empower yourself so you don't feel quite so terrified. It puts a little bit more power back in your hands, you know what I'm saying? So it'll be good for all of us. So in my reading about what our spiritual journey is going to be like for next year, what I get from this is kind of just backing up what I was just saying. First of all, this is going to help ground you guys, because that's the thing. We're in very chaotic times right now. I'm not kidding, we've entered a weird alternate timeline, okay? But that's why I'm so calm right now, and you guys are freaking out, because this is where I came from, okay? I was born in chaos, so I'm back in it. So I'm here to help you guys ground yourselves, because it's going to be a wild ride from here on out, okay? If you choose to go on a spiritual journey with me through my videos on YouTube throughout the year of 2017, what will happen is that you will open up to the spiritual realm. It is going to be frightening for you, but ultimately it will be the best medicine for your soul. And by me acting as a key, a gateway for you, that will only bring blessings for everybody. And everyone will be more grounded from the situation. Sounds pretty good, huh? Well, we have the wild card that jumped out of the deck, because when you're shuffling a deck and a card jumps out at you, that means it's a wild card and it means something special. So I'm going to flip this card and see what the special card is. I don't have no idea what this card is, but I'm going to place it kind of in the heart of the spread. So, power! Oh gosh, this is one of my favorite cards. All right, I'm going to put that right in the center of our pyramid. And this one's a really cool card. This is another card that I meditate on a lot, okay? This card is exactly what I am hoping with this whole process. Is the reason that I am doing this because like by me starting to talk about this stuff like more openly, like I'm opening myself up to a lot of attacks and a lot of derision and a lot of nasty whatever negative energy online. But the thing is that I feel like doing this, you know, is worth all of the trouble because ultimately what I'm trying to do is to give people their power back and to realize the power that they have. I'm not giving you anything back, actually. That's the thing. I just need you to realize the power that you already have because you already have it. I really have nothing to do with it. You just have to realize that you have it. Maybe I can help you see that. It's pretty good. I think it's got a lot of good stuff going on in this thing. I do this sort of stuff all the time. I read cards all the time. Every business decision I've ever made, I've done it. Although this is a fairly newer deck. I usually use my other deck. I have the Marseille is like my go-to deck. Now I'm going to review Arrival. So you've been asking me for it.
Contact. The objects measure at least.
I'm Colonel G.T. Weber from Army Intelligence. Pack your bags. You're at the top of everyone's list when it comes to translations. Priority 1. What do they want? Where are they from?
So, okay. Arrival is all about a linguistics professor, Louise Banks, who leads a team of investigators when gigantic spaceships touch down in 12 locations around the world. And she is in a race against time to find a way to communicate with the aliens as the world's nations teeter on the brink of global war. I loved this movie. I loved it. I thought it was fantastic. I cried twice when I was watching it. It was like, couldn't be more perfect timing for a movie about the art of communication. I thought it was a very realistic depiction of how our governments and our militaries would react to an alien invasion of sorts, even though it is peaceful and there's nothing, you know, it's not a harmful invasion. I absolutely thought it was amazing because it's all about communication. That's everything is based on communication, and that's something that I do online. Is communication is kind of my business. So personally, as a girl, it was like I was kind of like the intended audience for something like this because I do have this like dream of like being the girl that'll unite the world, you know, and like just so everyone stops being crazy and like works together, you know, and just unite humanity. Like that's just like what a dream, like what a goal, you know. And to see this chick do it and I gotta get to live through her, it was pretty great for me. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, this movie, instead of being, you know, the typical like masculine alien invasion movie, it was very much a feminine alien invasion movie where a woman, you know, uses her soft feminine powers to like figure it out and like bring everybody together without people getting their heads blown off, you know? It's like, oh, so great. I love the way the aliens looked. Abbott and Costello, I thought they looked great. Best CGI hair I've ever seen because I've seen a lot of bad CGI hair. They did it. They went there. They did every strand CGI floating and I bought it and I was like, wow, that's the first time I've ever seen CGI hair done perfectly. I was really into that. And I also loved the fact that, you know, without getting into spoilers, I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but I empathized very much with this character because that's another thing. In order to get something, you have to give something, you know, and in order to be the woman to solve this and fix this, she had to give something up, and she did, and it was just really heartbreaking what she has to deal with. So check it out, Arrival. Really good. Villeneuve, so excited for this director. And also, after this movie, I'm more open-minded to Blade Runner 2 because he's directing it. So I really like this movie. I'll stop being a hater and I will be more open-minded towards that franchise till I see something I hate and I freak out. But whatever, you know, that's, you know. This is a new comic book girl. It's a new era. I also saw Fantastic Beasts. So I'm going to talk about it because you asked for it.
You're an interesting man, Mr. Commander. Just like your suitcase, I think there's much more to you than meets the eye.
T-Bone and I walked out of Fantastic Beasts. We were probably 2/3 of the way through, maybe 3/4, walked out. I just wanted to go home. I just didn't care. I can't really review it because I didn't see the whole thing, you know? I heard about it. I don't know how they're gonna make 5 movies out of this, but I'll tell you a couple of things I liked about it. I liked the term no-match. I was so pumped for this movie going in for like American wizardry because they never talk about it in Harry Potter. They never talk about America, and it always chapped my ass. And so I was super stoked for this movie. And so we get over here, and now we find that in America, you don't call them muggles, the non-magical people, you call them no-mages. So from now on, when I'm being confronted by no-mages, I'm gonna call them no-mages. Another thing I liked about the movie I walked out of was I liked the subplot of the boy who is being religiously oppressed by his stepmom or whoever, adopted mom, and how this repression is leading to a negative energy. Like it turns into this negative energy, because that's the thing about repression. Like if you repress something, it's only going to come out in weirder, wilder, worse ways than you could have imagined if you had just done whatever, Yeah, if you had just been your true self, it would have been a lot better than what's coming out now. I like that. I mean, I'm into that. Unfortunately, the movie was just jam-packed with CGI puff pieces, and I don't know. I like Eddie Redmayne. I do like Eddie Redmayne, and I didn't hate his performance, but this is not... He got fucked again, just like Jupiter Ascending. He tried something really weird. I respect that. That's my not review of a movie that I walked out of that I'm not reviewing because of my journalistic integrity, okay? So, there you go. American Wizardry, let down.